Hi, my name is Michelle, and today I'm going to be talking about the Mexican culture. So, I'm going to be talking about three of Hofstade's dimensions: individual collectivism, power distance, and uncertainty avoidance. So, first, individual collectivism. Um, individual collectivism is two different types of societies. Individualism is a society that is more of a me society where they care about themselves more than other people. And a collectivist society is very much a we society where they do things with a group of people and they care about other people more than just themselves. So Schmidt says in 2022 that individualistic cultures stress self-actualization. It's a me society where autonomy is paramount. People are expected to look after themselves and at best their immediate families. And then talking about collectivist societies, Schmidt says in 2022 that as members of a we society where commitment and loyalty are key values, Germans unconsciously project their values onto the American. They're uncomfortable with his lone wolf profile. So Germans are a collectivist society and Americans are an individualistic society. So many Germans just get uncomfortable when they see how a lot of Americans just do a lot of things by themselves. So connection. Mexican culture is considered a collectivistic society. Some examples are the strong family bond. A lot of families live with their extended families, such as grandparents and aunts and uncles under one roof, and taking care of families expected even after moving out. And the Day of the Dead also relates to the family culture because they celebrate their loved ones on that day, their friends and family who died, and they put up pictures of them so they feel like they're there with them. So just overall, the family oriented culture just leads to showing that it's a collectivistic society. So power distance. Power distance is different in different cultures. There's high power distance cultures and low power distance cultures. Schmidt says in 2022 that Hofstede defines power distance as the extent to which the less powerful members of institutions and organizations within a country expect and accept the power that is distributed unequally. So power distance low versus high. Low power distance societies usually are uncomfortable with inequalities. The boss is a resourceful Democrat, and the staff expects to be consulted, which Schmidt said in 2022. And in high power distance societies, inequalities are expected, boss is autocratic and paternalistic, and the staff expects to be told what to do, which Schmidt also said in 2022. So an example would be a an employee in a low power distance society would be uncomfortable if the boss just straight up told him what to do and didn't let him ask any questions and was just the complete had all the power. And in a high power distance society, that would be expected where the boss would just tell you what to do and you would do it. So connection, Mexico has a high power distance society. And Strouser said that in 2019 that Mexico scores an 81 in comparison to the world average of 59.31. What this shows that Mexico's hierarchical order is very defined and is positioned quite intently. This means members of less powerful positions accept that power is distributed unequally. An example is respect for authority. So in Mexico, you have to respect your authority, whether you're a child and you have to respect your parents and do what they say, or whether you're a student and you have to do everything your teacher says without any talk back. And same with men versus women. So in this society, it's very traditional where a wife will have to do what her husband tells her to do, or a daughter will have to do what her dad tells her to do without any talk back. So, uncertainty avoidance. Schmidt says in 2022 that in countries such as Germany, where people are especially averse to uncertainty, security is sought through an extensive set of rules and thorough training. The more structure there is, the better. And cultures with low uncertainty avoidance, Schmidt says in 2022, such as Great Britain, tend to be more flexible. People are far less afraid to take risks. So, a high uncertainty avoidance culture is very much scared of uncertainty, while a low uncertainty culture is not scared of uncertainty. Low versus high. So low uncertainty avoidance cultures think that uncertainty is a part of life. Unstructured situations are okay, and disagreeing is normal. And Schmidt said this in 2022. And high uncertainty avoidance societies think that order is a must. The more structure, the better. And they feel a strong need for consensus, which Schmidt also said in 2022. Connection. So Mexico has high uncertainty and they're a high uncertainty society. Nickel and Taylor said in 2019 that Mexico's highest Hofstede dimension is uncertainty avoidance, which indicates the society's low level of tolerance for uncertainty. In an effort to minimize or reduce this level of uncertainty, strict rules, laws, policies, and regulations are adopted and implemented. So change is also considered to be bad because of uncertainty. You don't know, they don't really know what will happen if they change something. An example is traditional families. Traditional families are very normal in Mexican societies. And I believe that this is because they are scared of uncertainty and what will happen if they change the traditional ways. Another thing is employers prefer hiring people they already know over new people. And I think this is also because employers are afraid of finding new people where they don't really know who they are, how they work, and it's just easier to stick to people they know that they aren't uncertain of. So communication, punctuality, Peridian says in 2024 that Mexicans are not very strict about punctuality. While punctuality is appreciated, it's common for social events to start a bit later than scheduled. Therefore, you can expect your guests to arrive 15 to 20 minutes late. So it's pretty normal if someone tells you in the Mexican culture to come at 4, that people will come at 4:30. Peridian also says in 2024 that Mexicans are pretty open about warm greetings. Use a firm handshake and maintain an eye contact. So it's pretty normal that Mexican people are warm with their greetings, even if they don't even know you. And eye contact is very normal. There's also not much personal space when you're talking to people. It's very normal for there not to be much of a personal bubble in the culture where you stand very close to the person. And lastly, food. Some very common foods in Mexican culture that you'll see if you visit are tamales, pozole, enchiladas, guacamole. It's just different. There's different types of meats and soup, and there's just a bunch of different types of ingredients in these foods that you'll see if you visit and eat them. And so lastly, here are my references. Thank you.